Exhaling, releasing all the air out from your mouth. We're going to be practicing some alternate nostril breathing here this morning. So grabbing your right hand here, placing your thumb on your right nostril, and just inhaling through that left nostril here. And exhaling out through that nostril. Another inhale through that nostril. And exhale out. Doing another round with your own breath. Noticing the flow of your breath here. Then as you inhale fully through that left nostril, closing it off with your middle finger or your ring finger, whichever is more comfortable, releasing that thumb and exhaling out through that right nostril. Doing a few rounds through that right nostril, inhaling fully. Exhaling out through that right nostril. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, noticing the flow of air through this nostril compared to the last. And taking another round. And inhaling fully through that nostril. Closing it off here with that thumb. Opening up the left airway. Exhaling out through that left nostril. And inhaling fully here. Closing off that left side. Opening up the right. Exhaling through that right side. Inhaling through that right nostril now. Closing it off. Exhaling out through the other side. Inhaling through the left side here. Closing with your ring or middle finger. Opening through that thumb. Exhaling out the right side. Inhaling fully once more. Closing with the thumb. Opening up that left side and exhaling out through that left nostril. Then one more round, inhaling here through the left side. Closing off with those ring or middle finger, opening up through that thumb, exhaling out through that right nostril. Inhaling fully through that right nostril, filling up here. Closing off that airway, opening up on the left, and exhaling out fully. Gently releasing your hand towards center. And just noticing how you're breathing here. Noticing both nostrils, the air flowing in, and the air releasing in sync. Noticing how it feels to breathe fully. Noticing any lightness here in your body. Noticing how your breath can increase more lightness here in your body. And beginning to notice any tension here. And gently breathing into that space, releasing your shoulders from your ears, grounding through your sit bones. And with your inhale, keeping your spine long, keeping that length through the back of your neck, filling up fully. And with your exhale, releasing everything out of your body here. Noticing the own rise and fall of your lungs. And inhale, reaching your arms up towards the sky, reaching fully, keeping your spine long, inhaling a little bit more at the top, and exhaling, bringing your hands together, coming down to heart center, gently bowing your head towards your hands here, maybe setting an intention for your practice today, noticing what you need. Maybe some lightness, maybe just a little stretch. Just easing into your body here. Finding something that resonates and setting your intention for your day. And inhaling, reaching your arms up once more towards the sky, reaching up fully, keeping your spine long. Inhaling a little bit more at the top. Exhaling, hands come back down to heart center, gently bowing your head and releasing your hands down to your legs. Gently fluttering open your eyes here and coming into some neck rolls, gently dropping your head forward. Bringing one ear to one shoulder and slowly back around. Taking it nice and slow here. Feeling every small movement of your body. Breathing into that space. Then as you're ready, gently dropping your head back forward and taking it in the opposite direction. Noticing any subtle differences between this side and the last. Just acknowledging them. And meeting back at center here. Dropping both your hands to both sides of your mat. And gently bringing one arm to rest here on your head. So bringing your right hand here to the top of your head and gently pulling over to one side. Pressing your head here into your hand. Your hand here gently pulling here into your head. Breathing into that space above your collarbone. And noticing that gentle stretch here in your neck. As you're here, maybe staying static in this position. Or taking your gaze down towards your mat, slowly, maybe slowly lifting up towards the sky. Noticing how that feels, maybe just meeting at center, staying static in your position, but breathing into that gentle pull. Then taking another deep breath in. Exhaling, gently releasing that right hand to your mat. Your head comes back towards center. Bringing your left hand up and over, gently pulling here towards the opposite side, gently pressing your head here into your hand here into your head. Noticing that gentle pull here, breathing into that space above your collarbone. And maybe staying right here, allowing yourself to breathe into that tension. Or gently rotating your head, looking down towards the mat, maybe up towards the sky. Listening to your body, noticing what feels good, and keeping an awareness on your breath. And taking another deep breath in here. As you exhale, gently releasing that left hand comes back down onto your mat. And as you're here seated on your mat, slowly making your way into your tabletop pose, bringing your hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips, pressing the ground away from you here through all 10 fingertips, and noticing your knees supporting you right beneath your hips. As you're here, inhaling, dropping your belly for a cow pose, shoulders roll back, gaze lifts up towards the sky, and exhaling, rounding through your spine for your cat pose. Rounding through your spine, keeping your gaze towards your navel, and inhaling, cow, rotating your spine upwards, lifting your gaze, and exhaling into your cat. Following your own breath here, inhaling into your cow, dropping your belly, lifting your gaze. Exhaling into your cat, tucking your chin and pressing through your palms, but keeping an awareness on your breath, and allowing your breath to guide your movements. Feeling free to find any other movements that might feel good. Maybe you're twisting in your back here. Maybe doing some circles here with your belly. Maybe you're sitting back here into your child's pose. But listening to your body here, easing into your practice. Allowing your body to decide what you need right now. Taking a few more rounds of breath, moving through your body. And as you're ready, meeting back at center, staying in this tabletop position, pressing the ground away from you through all 10 fingertips, noticing your shoulders stacked over your wrists here, and breathing into that space between your shoulder blades. Noticing your core engage, then untucking your toes and gently lifting your knees about an inch off the mat. Noticing this strength, breathing into your core, still pressing the ground away, and breathing here into your back body. Noticing that strength in your core, inhaling fully. As you exhale, sending your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Pressing through all 10 fingertips, keeping your hips up and back, keeping a generous bend here in your knees to start off, maybe pedaling out your feet. Reaching your heels down towards the mat, and keeping your spine long. Noticing that length in your spine. Stretching from your wrists all the way through your hips. Maybe still pedaling out your dog here. And looking through your fingertips here, stepping, walking, or jumping towards the top of your mat. Inhaling, fully halfway lift, finding length in your spine. And exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here in your legs, still keeping that generous bend in your knees. Reaching for both your elbows here and finding a little sway in your body. Still releasing all that tension from your upper body, keeping your neck long. And grounding through both your feet. Noticing that engagement through all four corners of your feet here, and gently releasing your hands back down towards the mat. Grounding through those feet, keeping your hips up and back, and inhaling, gently rising up towards the sky. Fingertips lift up towards the sky here, inhaling fully, and exhaling, hands come to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up here, lifting towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back and lowering towards your mat. Inhaling, upward facing dog, lifting towards the sky. And exhaling, meeting back in your downward facing dog. Keeping that engagement, pressing through all 10 fingertips, letting your shoulders fall away from your ear, rotating your armpits towards the mat, keeping that length in your spine, and maybe still pedaling out your feet, reaching your heels down towards your mat, and noticing that length through the back of your legs. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Maybe reconnecting with your intention. And looking through your fingertips, stepping or walking forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here in your legs. Allowing yourself a moment to breathe. Noticing that length through your back body. Grounding through both your feet. Keeping your hips up and back, and releasing any tension in your upper body. And grounding through your feet once more, inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips, inhaling at the top, exhaling, hands come to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift here. And exhaling, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back and lowering towards your mat. Inhaling, upward facing dog, rolling your shoulders back and exhaling into your downward facing dog. Still pressing the ground away from you here, rolling your shoulders down towards your mat and reaching your heels towards the back of your mat here. Keeping an awareness on your breath. Noticing how it feels to breathe here in your body. Then moving through one more sun salutation, looking through your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up here. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back and lowering towards your mat. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling, meeting back in your downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe here in this posture, still keeping your alignment, pressing the ground away. Noticing that alignment in your spine and that length through your back body. Then looking through your hands once more, stepping or jumping forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through your fingertips, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Here we're going to be moving with our breath. So as you inhale, reaching through your fingertips up towards the sky, finding length here, another sip of air. And as you exhale, throwing your hands down into a forward fold. Inhaling, gently rising all the way up, lifting through your fingertips. Another sip of air at the top. Exhaling, throwing your hands down into a forward fold. And once more, inhaling, rising up, one vertebrae at a time. Fingertips come up last. Inhaling fully at the top. Exhaling, throwing your hands down into your forward fold. Resting here for a moment. Grounding through both your feet. Sending your hips up and back. Noticing that length in the back of your legs. And breathing here into your upper back. Allowing the back of your neck to soften. And the crown of your head reaches down towards the earth. And inhaling, rising all the way up. Reaching through your fingertips. And as you exhale, sitting into a chair pose here. Staying grounded through your heels, breathing into your core, noticing your midline as you breathe deeply. Still reaching through those fingertips, or your hands can come to heart center here. But noticing that strength in your legs, noticing your legs warming up. Inhaling, reaching back up towards the sky. Exhaling, grounding through both your feet. Inhaling, your right knee comes up here for a high knee. Still reaching through those fingertips, keeping that right foot flexed and keeping your hips in line with one another. Noticing your core here as you breathe into your midline. And inhaling fully. As you exhale, sending that right foot back for a warrior three. Toes stay pointing down towards the earth, kicking through your heel. Noticing that length through your back body. Hips stay in line with one another, and your toes stay pointing down towards the earth. Taking another deep breath in here in this balance. As you exhale, dropping down that back foot for a warrior two. Opening up your heart here, reaching through both your fingertips, finding that length here. Keeping your gaze through those front extended fingertips, maybe pressing down, keeping your arms engaged. But noticing that left knee in line with that front foot. And noticing yourself grounding through that back edge of your back foot. Noticing your strength here in your warrior. Noticing how you're feeling here. Keeping your gaze through those front fingertips. And inhaling, reversing your warrior. Dropping your back hand, reaching your front arm up and over. And noticing that gentle stretch here in your side body. Keeping your gaze up towards those fingertips and breathing into your side ribs. Inhaling, reaching a little bit more. Exhaling, warrior two. Finding that strength once more. Breathing deeply and inhaling, reaching towards the front of your mat. Exhaling, extended side angle. Dropping that left arm here to your leg, reaching your right fingertips towards the front of your mat. Noticing that length here in your right side. From grounding through that back edge of your back foot to reaching through those right fingertips. Keeping that engagement here, making sure not to crash down through that left shoulder. Feeling free to place that left hand here on a block, maybe your mat, or just gently staying right here on your leg this morning. Noticing what feels good, maybe challenging yourself a little bit. But inhaling, gently rising back up towards center. And exhaling, cartwheeling your hands down towards your mat. Inhaling, that left leg rises up, tripod down dog. And exhaling down into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet here. Breathing in your downward facing dog. Reconnecting with your breath. And inhaling, shifting here into a plank. Exhaling, lowering for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, looking through your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Halfway lift here. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching through those fingertips. And exhaling your hands to heart center. And inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, sitting into your chair pose. Grounding through your heels. Keeping your tailbone tucked as you breathe here into your core. Noticing that engagement in your core. Noticing that strength in your legs. Your fingertips can stay reaching towards the sky or just bringing your hands to heart center. But noticing that strength in your body, that warmth being built up. And inhaling, lifting up towards the sky, reaching your fingertips up. Exhaling, grounding through both your feet. Keeping a slight bend here in your knees as you gently shift your weight here into that right foot. Inhaling, that left knee comes up. Coming into that high knee here, keeping that left foot flexed, keeping your hips in line with one another. Breathing into your midline, still reaching through those fingertips. Inhaling fully here. Exhaling, warrior three. Toes stay pointing down towards the earth, hips stay in line with one another, and fingertips stay reaching towards the front. Noticing that length here in your back body. Noticing yourself balance and that strength you're creating. Challenging yourself here, breathing through your warrior. Inhaling fully as you exhale, lowering down that back foot. Inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling for your warrior two. Reaching through both those fingertips, noticing that engagement through your shoulders, pressing down through the earth. Making sure that right knee stays in line with that front foot. And grounding through that back edge of your back foot. Breathing deeply. Noticing your spine long here. And noticing your spine stacked over your hips. Keeping your gaze through those front fingertips and inhaling, reversing your warrior. Dropping that back hand, reaching through those front fingertips. Breathing into your side body. Noticing that gentle stretch. Noticing the strength within you. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, warrior two. Finding your strength here in your warrior. Maybe breathing here into your back body between that space of your shoulders. Noticing yourself expand. Then inhaling, reaching towards the front. Exhaling, extended side angle. Dropping your right arm here to your leg, reaching through those left fingertips. Finding that length here. Through that grounded left foot, extending out through those left fingertips. Letting your arm rest here on your leg, but staying engaged. Feeling free to drop that right hand here to a block, or maybe hovering. Just listening to your body this morning. Staying strong here. Inhaling, gently rising back up. And as you exhale, cartwheeling your hands to your mat. Inhaling, that right leg lifts up into a tripod down dog. And exhaling, lowering for your downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here in this downward facing dog, maybe still pedaling out your feet, but keeping that alignment through your spine, keeping your hips up and back. And inhaling, shifting your weight here into a plank. Exhaling, lowering for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back into your downward facing dog. Noticing how you're feeling here, reconnecting with your breath. Then once more, inhaling, shifting your weight into a plank. Exhaling, lowering all the way down to your mat. Letting your forehead gently rest here on your hands, or maybe just resting on one cheek. But allowing yourself to rest here for a moment. Noticing your core connecting with the earth. Noticing how you're feeling. Noticing how you're breathing. Then gently lifting your head here, coming into a Sphinx pose. Bringing your elbows to the side of your body, pressing down through your forearms, stacking your shoulders here over your elbows, pressing through those forearms and gently lifting your gaze forward. Letting your shoulders roll down your body, pressing down through your elbows, and breathing into that space between your shoulders. Keeping your neck long here, letting your hips rest heavy here into your mat, and breathing deeply, noticing that strength within you. Inhaling fully, and exhaling, gently releasing back down, letting your forehead rest wherever you're at. Maybe resting on that opposite cheek. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Noticing as you inhale, your back body expands. And as you exhale, you release down into the earth. Then coming back into one more Sphinx. Bringing your elbows here next to your body. Letting your elbows land right beneath your shoulders, pressing through your forearms here, letting your shoulders roll down your body here, gently lifting your gaze towards the front, and breathing here into that space between your shoulders, letting your pelvis rest here into the earth, grounding fully, and noticing your breath, noticing yourself lengthen here, inhaling fully, and exhaling, gently releasing back down towards your mat. Taking a few breaths. Noticing that gentle space you're creating within you. Allowing yourself to breathe. And gently lifting your head once more. Placing your left arm parallel to the front of your mat. And gently reaching your right arm towards the back. Lifting up that right foot here and reaching that right arm to find the left or your right foot. Still pressing the ground away from you here through that left forearm. Then kicking your foot here into your hand. Coming into this half bow. Breathing deeply. Keeping your gaze forward. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, gently releasing back down towards the mat. Switching your arms here, your right arm presses down into the mat. Your left fingertips reach towards the back, opening up that shoulder as you reach back for your left foot. Kicking your foot here into your hand, gently finding a lift here in that left thigh. But grounding here through both your hips, still pressing the ground away through that right arm. Keeping your gaze forward. Noticing how you're breathing here. Inhaling fully, exhaling, gently releasing back down towards your mat. Taking a moment to breathe. And pressing your hands here into your mat, gently lifting yourself up and slowly making your way here onto your back. Laying on your back. Letting your feet ground here into the mat. Grounding through both your heels here. As you inhale, gently lifting your hips up towards the sky for a bridge. Still reaching those fingertips towards your heels. Grounding through your shoulders. Keeping that length through the back of your neck. and feeling like your heels are dragging towards your body here, keeping your legs engaged. Noticing that strength in your legs supporting you. And taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, gently lowering back down towards your mat. Heel toeing your feet to be about as wide as your mat here. And gently dropping your knees towards one side. Inhaling, coming back towards center. Exhaling, dropping your knees towards that opposite side. Inhaling, coming back towards center. Exhaling, dropping your knees over. Inhaling towards center. Exhaling, dropping your knees. And inhaling, coming back towards center. As you exhale, bringing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little hug. And keeping that right knee into your chest here, extending that left leg long, interlacing your fingertips around your shin here as you gently pull your knee into your armpit. Breathing into that gentle tension. Inhaling lightness. And as you exhale, softening throughout. Letting your left leg become heavy. Letting your shoulders ground here into the mat. Keeping a gentle pull here. Your knee towards your armpit. But breathing into that tension. Inhaling, gently pulling that knee in. As you exhale, supine twist, bringing that knee over towards the opposite side. Staying grounded here through both your shoulders, extending your fingertips out towards that right side. Feeling free to keep your gaze towards those extended fingertips, or just up towards the sky here, just noticing what feels good to you right now. Maybe keeping a gentle gaze or closing your eyes and allowing your breath to lengthen. Inhaling, gently coming back up towards center, bringing that left knee in to meet the right, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little squeeze here. And switching legs, interlacing your fingertips around that left leg and extending your right leg long. Keeping a gentle tension here, pulling that left knee into your armpit and letting that right leg become heavy. Noticing any gentle differences. Just acknowledging those differences, letting go of any judgments. Noticing where you can soften some more. Maybe even coming back to your intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Noticing with ease how it may still resonate, how you can take it with you off your mat, or maybe how it's changed over the span of your practice. Breathing into any tension here. Inhaling, pulling that knee in a little closer. And exhaling, supine twist. Bringing that left knee across your body here, but keeping both your shoulders still grounding into the mat. And feeling free to extend that left hand towards that opposite side. And keeping your gaze towards those extended fingertips. Breathing into this gentle twist. Breathing into that space between your shoulders, grounding into the earth. And inhaling, gently coming back up towards center. Right knee comes in to meet the left, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little squeeze here. Maybe gently rocking around, massaging your lower back. And as you're ready, extending your legs up towards the sky for legs up the wall. Feeling free to find a wall here. And letting your tailbone rest onto the wall. And your heels rest here on that wall as well. Or if you don't have a wall available, maybe making your way to a couch or a seat. Or just feeling free to let your legs hang heavy here in the air. Noticing that energy flowing back down into your heart center. Your arms can rest heavy by your side. Or one hand can stay at heart center, one on your belly. Noticing what feels good to you. And allowing yourself this rest. Noticing how you're breathing here. Your heels stacked over your hips. Your knees stacked over your hips. And your whole spine rests heavy here on the earth. And gently bringing your knees back in towards heart center, wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little squeeze here, maybe rocking around once more. Or coming into your happy baby, kicking your feet here into your hands and feeling free to rock your baby. And as you're ready, just gently releasing for Shavasana, extending your legs out long, maybe bringing your feet together, knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Noticing what feels good to you and letting your hands rest wherever they land. Maybe palms facing up towards the sky. Maybe resting one hand at heart center, one on your belly. Listening to your body here, noticing what feels good, and allowing yourself this rest. Inhaling fully, softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Exhaling, softening behind your eyes. Softening the features of your face. Unclenching your jaw. Letting your shoulders rest heavy here into the mat. Releasing any tension through your torso, your hips, your legs become heavy. As you inhale, finding that lightness within you. As you exhale, letting gravity pull you deeper into your mat here. Allowing yourself this moment of rest and relaxation. Noticing how you're feeling. While in the midst of serious internal growth, respect your need to rest. Respecting this need to rest here. Allowing yourself to let go. And allowing yourself to be with this stillness of your breath. Allowing yourself this presence through the rise and fall of your lungs. Letting go of anything that's not on your mat. It's not between you and your breath. Allowing yourself to let go into this rest. Bringing some awareness back into your body, wiggling your fingertips, maybe finding some movements in your wrists or your ankles. Gently waking your body back up here. And reaching your arms up over your head for a good morning stretch. And slowly making your way onto one of your sides. Resting in this fetal position for a moment. Then gently pushing yourself up here into a comfortable seat. Keeping a soft gaze or your eyes closed. And taking a few breaths together here. Inhaling fully through your nose. As you exhale, sighing out. Inhaling fully through your nose. Sighing out. Once more, inhaling through your nose. Sighing out here. And inhaling, reaching your arms up over your head, meeting your hands to touch, and exhaling your hands to heart center. Gently bowing your head to your hands. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The lightness in me honors and respects the lightness in you. And together we can say namaste.